Hey guys, what is going on? This is Cat back with you for another episode of Unchained with the Captain. And while we're all still waiting on the announcement of when Season 3 will premiere, I figured that I would do a review of Ash vs. Evil Dead. And we'll get into it right after the titles. Hey guys, welcome back, and today we'll be looking at the first two seasons of Boom! Ash vs. Evil Dead.
Ash vs. Evil Dead is a TV show on the Starz channel. It continues the misadventures of Ashley J. Williams 30 years after the events of the movies. When Ash reads from the Necronomicon Ex Mortis in an attempt at impressing some skank he met at the bar, the Evil Dead is unleashed on the world once again. Ash then teams up with his fellow co-workers Pablo and Kelly as they try and send the evil back to hell.
Now here's a bit of my background with these films. I first saw Evil Dead 2 when it hit the video stores, and although I didn't hate it, as a kid I didn't really understand what Sam Raimi was trying to do with it. The balance of horror and comedy was something I hadn't seen before, and it was tough to get my mind around as a kid. Now on subsequent views I grew a better appreciation for it. So when Army of Darkness came out, I saw it at the theater its opening weekend and I loved it. Since then I've owned many different versions of these films over the years, and when Rocktober rolls around, these are usually the first horror films I watch. Now with that being said, when I first heard about this show, I was skeptical at best, but as a huge Evil Dead fan, I was secretly hoping it would be great. And it is. It's absolutely fucking great. It's exactly what I expected out of a show like this. Ash vs. Evil Dead keeps the same level of gore and humor, and it feels like a really smooth transition from the movies. It seems to be a continuation from Evil Dead 1 as opposed to Evil Dead 2, but tonally it's more like Evil Dead 2. But it takes the story elements from Evil Dead 1. Now they talk in the show about how Ashy Slashy killed all of his friends at the cabin, which is true, but they had all been turned into deadites at the time. Now in Evil Dead 2, the people he killed weren't his friends, they were just people that showed up at the cabin about halfway through the movie. But Ash had never met any of these people before. And they don't mention Army of Darkness at all, and I heard that's because of some kind of copyright issue, but this doesn't hurt the show at all in my opinion. Huge props have to go to Bruce Campbell for doing this show. Fans have been clamoring for more Evil Dead since 1993. Now, while I realize that most of the stunts are done by a stuntman, Bruce seems to have done a lot of the stunts himself. And the guy's no spring chicken. He's almost 60 years old. You know, you could get hurt really bad doing something like this. But he's still putting 110% into this show. And he's definitely not phoning it in at all. And we also got Ray Santiago and Dana DiLorenzo, who play Pablo and Kelly respectively. And they do a great job, and their characters are likable and interesting. I also love the addition of Lucy Lawless, and Ted Raimi even shows up for a few episodes. Now this is a really great show to binge watch, and the episodes are only about 25 to 30 minutes apiece. So that means you can rip through a half a season in a couple of hours. Also, watching them one at a time, like I had to when I first started watching the show, the episodes seem like kind of a tease. You know, it's like as soon as it starts, it seems like it's over, and I don't know, the show really lends itself to a binge watch. Well, that's all I got for you guys on Ash vs. Evil Dead. If you have even a passing interest in the Evil Dead films, I would definitely suggest you check it out. If you're an Evil Dead fan, you won't be disappointed. I, for one, cannot wait until Season 3 comes out. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check out my next video, which is going to be the shit show that is Quentin Tarantino's Death Proof. And stay tuned for another horrible impression, and you guys are dismissed.
You didn't hit the like button, and that's bad, okay? You should hit it, okay? 'Cause hitting the like button is good, okay?